What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just want to give you guys a full tutorial of how to tune this carburetor to your factory settings. So this is actually external version of it. You're not on the engine itself, so at least you will get an idea how to tune this guy and go back to factory settings. So if you're having issues with your nitro engine not starting up or it's dying out on you, go back to your factory setting. That's step number one, and continue from there. So first of all, what we're gonna do is if you got your needles open somewhere, just close them up. Close this high. So this is a high speed. Let's go through the needles. Okay, so this is your high speed needle right here. So this is what lets the fuel comes in through here. So this, whatever the amount this is open, that's how much fuel it will give in at any given time, no matter if your throttle is all the way open or semi-open or pretty much closed. And then you got the low speed needle here. Low speed needle is a needle that's in there, so it closes the gap. So this can give a fully fuel. This will eliminate full of the fuel from coming out only when the engine is idling or at probably like 5% or so, and once the needle comes out of there, it no longer has a function and it just goes out of the way. So let's say you're running your engine and it comes down and then it dies on you when you let go of the throttle. Pretty much the fuel stopped coming in, it choked, or your air wasn't there. And then idle gap. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how to tune these things, rich and lean. So pretty much, to go back to a factory setting, close this all the way. What you want to do is you want to turn this fully 4 turns. So that's what it is. So this is a half turn and this is a 1 turn. That's a half, and now we're into 2 turns. 3 turns. That is 4 turns, okay? Fully 4 turns there. That's where you want to be at. Okay, your idle gap is very important. Your idle gap is the gap that's open inside there when you're opening your throttle and closing. So usually recommended is a point of an 1/7 of an inch or 1 millimeter, and or 0.07 millimeter. So that's barely a gap in there. So what you want to do is pretty much you have to get a feeler gauge like you will put in there. A small tip in there that I have, if you guys can see, it's hard to see. It's just a small little gap. It's very barely. It's the size of the notch in the center of this needle right here. The notch. That's all it is. Okay, a small little notch. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move my lighting to this direction so we can see it better, because we're not getting good lighting. So what I want to do is let me put my lighting in this direction. That's much better. Okay. And that's the gap in there. So that will be the gap right in there. If you guys can see it, it's right to this corner. It's a small little gap. And then as the throttle opens, the gap would get bigger. So it's a tiny little gap. And what you want to do is you want to adjust the idle speed needle according to what your idle is, okay? So now if we talk about richening and leaning, so opening this needle going counterclockwise is gonna release more air. It's gonna be richening, and then closing it, tightening it clockwise is gonna be leaning it. It's the same with this needle here. So this needle right here, they want this needle to be flat surface to the inner lip here, not the outer, but the inner. And pretty much what you want to do is you want to close this up all the way, and I'm going to just show you guys how many turns I do here just to get it to flush. So this is a half, and this is 1, and 1 1/4 turn, and it's already flush, so we're going to leave it there. So what I like to do in mine is give it another 1, so pretty much do 1 1/2 turn. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it there, and this thing is fully ready to be at idle, okay? Pretty much factory tuning. This is what we did, factory tuning. After this, what you want to do is if your engine is dying out, as soon as you give it a throttle, boom, it's probably not getting enough fuel, or it's too much of a gap there, or your low speed needle is choking it. So you want to play around small increment, okay? Small mini increment. You only want to turn probably that much, okay? That much. Not too much, okay? That's all you want to do. Do a little bit, do a little bit, do a little bit, close a little bit, close a little bit, do a little bit. It's all up to you how you want to do it. Just give it time, run it, listen to it. The idle should be good. The RPM should be good. After a while, the key is after a while, you will figure this out yourself and you will be a master tech pretty much. A lot of people just give up after 1-2 try, and that's a no-no. And that's how you're going to just give up on this little guy. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully I'll help you guys out a little bit. And did do a rebuild on this. Did do a engine rebuild. So check out those videos. Some of them are upcoming. Thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.